Hey, TwoHeadedFlounder here. You've probably seen videos online such as, can I beat Pokemon game with so-and-so, but have you seen anyone attempt to beat it with a single attacking move? So today I asked the question, can you beat Pokemon Red with only Fire Blast? Now, Fire Blast is a very strong attack, but it's not 100% accurate. There's also only a base power point total of 5, and if we run out mid-battle, that's a loss. We have some rules going in.
What are the rules?
Number 1, obviously, we can only use the attack Fire Blast. Number 2, no items in battle, meaning no healing, reviving, or replenishing power points in battle. Number 3, we can't get to level 100. I've seen too many of these videos and it just gets boring when you max out at levels. So we can get close if need be, but we're gonna attempt to stay as far away from getting level 100 as possible. And lastly, number 4, and this is what's gonna make it a bit tricky, we can only have one Pokemon, not a full team of Fire Blasters, just a single Mon. So we gotta choose the right guy for the job. With all that being said, let's start the run. Now, I chose Gen 1 for this challenge for a few different reasons. There's no abilities, that means there's no immunities, like Flash Fire. And the way that crits work in Gen 1 means that, theoretically speaking, bulkier resists like Blastoise, Gyarados, and Dragonite could be a little bit easier for us. Now, there's a number of good fire types in Gen 1, except Flareon. Flareon sucks. But we go with Charmander as our starter, as it makes it just a little bit easier for me. But also, I mean, come on. Pokemon Red, Fire Blast only, who else would I use? We're immediately challenged by our rival, who clearly does not understand the power of Fire Blast. We hit him 3 times to annihilate his Squirtle. We start to train, which actually is the worst part of this entire run, as we find out very quickly, 5 attacks, heal. 5 attacks, heal. We get to level 9 and attempt Rival Battle 2. We Fire Blast it down to 1 HP and burn it, but it gets off a Sand attack. I'm thinking, great, you know, this Squirtle's gonna need to be hit 3 times for a KO, and I'm never gonna hit it after this. But no, yeah, this challenge is off to a great start. We make it to Brock at level 14, and this should be more than enough levels to take him on. Geodude is 2-shot, and so is his Onix. Not that this is a surprise, these rock types have really low special, but yeah, still pretty smooth. 2 battles later, and we already have a Charmeleon, but this area sucks. Misty is up next, but Starmie's special stat is really good, and it's a water type, so Fire Blast is resisted. That means I need all the experience I can get beforehand, meaning battle, heal, and it takes a bit of time before we reach Cerulean. Now that we're here, it's time for Rival Battle 3. Everything is one shot besides Squirtle, and we go for our last Fire Blast and miss. Whatever, first major reset. I know it's a doable fight now, and we just need better luck. And thankfully, attempt number 2, we had better luck. But now we're right back to save, battle, heal, save, battle, heal. We make it to Bill's house finally, after spending so much time on this route. I even skipped a handful of trainers, and we got our SSN ticket, and it's time for Misty. First attempt, we crit Staryu and miss our final Fire Blast on Starmie. Okay, attempt 2. Immediately we miss, and we would have to hit 3 critless Fire Blasts on Starmie for a win, so we reset. Attempt 3 goes much better for us, and we crit and burn Starmie, then take it out with a second Fire Blast. This is going to be the hardest gym for a while, so I'm glad it wasn't too bad. With Misty defeated, we make our way to Vermilion, and soon realize that on the SSN, I do not want to fight all these trainers, even if there are valuable items here. Traveling to the Pokemon Center in the boat is way too much, and it doesn't look like there's a place to rest here. I make a beeline for the rival, and it goes well until we miss a Fire Blast on Kadabra, but I continue anyway. Next one connects, and it's time for Wartortle, who I crit. Well, that went a lot better than I expected. We grab the HN for Cut from the captain and teach it to Charmeleon. With Cut, we can now take on Surge. This fight goes extremely well. We hit all 4 Fire Blasts and survive a critical hit from Raichu, but we were several levels higher, so I had no doubt that we would win this. With our 3rd badge, it's time for Rock Tunnel. I may have attempted this blind and not worried about Flash, but I need to be able to see so I can leave. so I can heal, and I need to avoid as many trainers as I possibly can. We talked to Oak's aid, and I don't have 10 species of Pokemon yet, so I need to go catch a few. I end up going to Viridian Forest and catching a few guys we didn't catch, and I actually get a Pikachu that we can teach Flash to. On our way, I can't tell you how many resets this last made me do. Rock Tunnel's kind of boring, so let's skip to Ecruteak. While I'm here, I grab Eevee and give it a Water Stone so we can use it for Surf later. I also start to buy Calciums and Carbos to increase Charmeleon's speed and special stats. We head to gym number 4, who is led by the Grass gym leader Erica, who is soon to feel the wrath of Charizard. And yep, this was the easiest gym of all time. With Erica defeated, we go to deal with Team Rocket at the game corner. As you can probably imagine, all of the grunts here are no match from a Fire Blast coming from a Charizard. If I had a normal team, this part would have taken maybe 10 minutes, but I spend over 30 minutes here due to accuracy and backtracking to the Pokemon Center. We finally make it to Giovanni, and he leads with Onix, which was completely overwhelmed by a Fire Blast. Next was Rhyhorn, who was obliterated, and last was his Kanga, who was nuked to oblivion. We head to the Pokemon Tower now and face our rival again. He has 5 Mons now, so every attack has to hit, and Oko, or we'll need to grind some levels. Attempt 1, we miss, so we reset. Attempt 2, we miss again on Growlithe. Attempt 3 though, we hit every single one and sweep through his team. Fast forward a bit, and it's time for Koga. He has 4 Mons, so we should be okay. We're not super over leveled anymore, and I've been avoiding most trainer battles. Attempt 1, we make it to Muck and see that it's just out of KO range, but a crit or burn would let us win. We miss, so we reset. Attempt 2, he minimizes, and we miss, and we reset. On attempt 3, we defeat his Muck and his second Coughing, and Charizard wants to learn the inferior Flamethrower. No thanks. We only use Fire Blast here, boys. We hit Weezing, who normally would die to a Fire Blast, but this is Gen 1, so he takes it quite well. We can keep on resetting here until we have perfect luck, but Muck is so close to a one-shot that I think we should just grind a little. We come back at level 47 and use a few vitamins to increase our special and speed. Attempt 4 goes really bad, as we miss the first blast and still fail to take out Muck. Now, at level 50, we try again. We get a useless crit on Coughing, crit the Muck, don't miss, and Coughing goes down, and Weezing lives on 1. Thankfully, we hit our last Fire Blast, so yay, we don't have to fight Koga anymore. Now at this point in the game, I could have picked up a few PowerPoint ups, but I wanted to make it a more challenging run as long as possible. And we've passed the halfway point now, so it's time to lessen my Pokemon Center burden. We now have 8 PowerPoints, the highest Fire Blast can have, so we're pretty much in the long haul now. Now I do the gyms a little out of order, as I go to take on badge 7 before we have 6, but because Blaine's guys are fire resisted, I want to see where we stand at the moment. I decided to take the quizzes so we don't have to be over leveled again, and I really hate healing. Alright, question 1. Caterpie evolves into Butterfree. I mean, yeah, but no. It turns into Metapod and eventually becomes Butterfree. We'll say no because of Metapod. Are you kidding me? We eventually make it to Blaine. Now he has 4 Mons and I have 8 Fire Blasts. Now if each of them takes 2 to KO, we need to hit them all. We're level 60 at this point for obvious reasons, and we crit Growlithe, but I don't think it mattered. We missed Ponyta, who Super Potions? Only Gen 1 AI, am I right? The next one connects into one shot. Rapidash is next, who takes 1, but goes down to the second. Last is Arcanine, who takes half, but Super Potions. Fire Blast 2 connects, but I only have 1 PP left, and thank God we hit the last one, and now we get the crit. Time for Team Rocket, the Silph Co. Before we make it to Giovanni, we take on a rival again. We're nearly 30 levels above all of his guys, so this should only take 1 try. Pidgeot, Growlithe, Execute, and Alakazam all go down to 1 Fire Blast each. Blastoise is able to take 1, and a second connects, and we win. It's time for Giovanni, and it was even easier than our rival. We go to Sabrina, and we do miss 3 times in a row on Mr. Mime, but she's also beaten in 1 try. All that's left now is Giovanni and his gym. We have a 30 level advantage, and the only one on his 5-man team who can take a Fire Blast is Rhydon, who only tail whips and goes down. Now we have all 8 badges. It's time for Victory Road, but of course, one last rival fight. It's a full 1v6 now, and I know I need 2 Fire Blasts for Blastoise. So we need these attacks to connect. Pidgeot and Rhyhorn go down to 1. I crit Growlithe. Execute has no hope for survival. So Alakazam and his insane special stat can't even take 1 here. We crit Blastoise, but he actually lives on 1. He hits a Hydro Pump and crits me. This is the closest to dying I've come in a very long time. And we miss. But he uses Withdraw, and with our last power point, thank God we hit. Victory Road takes forever, but I finally make it to the league. We try at level 72, but I'm not sure we'll even be able to defeat Lance, but we'll see what happens. As long as I can hit, Lorelei is no issue. We Ether and heal. Bruno's basically in the same boat as Lorelei. Another Ether, and it's time for Agatha. And I miss so much here. We can't take out her Arbok, but she seems doable. Second try now, and we get hacks out of our minds and go down to Confusion. Attempt 3 is just perfect. We never miss and never get put to sleep or confused, and we just KO everything. So now on to Lance, and he should be difficult, because everything he has resists Fire Blast, and his levels are closest to mine. We're gonna need perfect accuracy and really good luck. We miss twice right away, we get brought down to 46 HP, we crit the Gyarados, and he misses us. We finally take it out. We miss again on Dragonair and get taken out with a Hyper Beam. This isn't doable just yet. It's probably a good time to point out that we also can't save here in Elite Four because we really need all of our Ethers and Elixirs after every fight. I train up 5 levels and try one more time. We make it to Lance now at level 80, and everything that can go right does. Crits, burns, and just amazing luck, and Lance goes down. It's at this point I finally save because I know this should be doable and I don't want to get even closer to level 100 than this. Our rival has the highest levels in the game, and I'm not worried about Pidgeot or Exeggutor, but I'm not sure about the rest. Rhydon has low specials, so it might be a one-shot, but because high specials and resistances, I'm not sure about the rest. Pidgeot goes down to 1, and in comes Zam. And to my surprise, it goes down to 1 as well. Next is his Rhydon, who indeed does take 2. Next is Arcanine, who gets crit, so my luck is insane right now. An extra PP for Blastoise. In comes Exeggutor, and I miss. Eventually we get to attack, and it goes down to 1. I need to get a crit on Blastoise. I don't know if it will take it out, because the last time I crit Blastoise in our other rival fight, it lived, but I kind of need a crit. And we connect, but nope, we have to reset. Alright, one more try. This is insanely doable. Pidgeot goes down. We miss on Zam, but the second one takes it out. Rhydon gets burnt, but survives the attack and burn damage, and the next one takes it out. And we run out of PP before Exeggutor. Run it back. We miss. Second one takes out Pidgeot. We hit Zam, and we KO Rhydon, Arcanine, and Exeggutor. But now we're out of power points. Then we get the golden run. Pidgeot and Zam go down as usual. However, Rhydon's brought to 1 HP and is burned, so it goes down. We have 5 power points, and this is our best shot. 2 take out Arcanine, and we hit Exeggutor. Now we have to hit 2 more times and not get crit, and we win. We miss, but there's still a chance. Nope, I can't with this game. A few attempts later, and we have a run where we make it to Blastoise with 2 power points, and the first connects and burns. Then I'm crit with Hydro Pump, but I live on 65. And with one last Fire Blast, we connect and become the first ever Fire Blast only champion. Hey, thanks for watching the video and making it this far. If you did, feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot with the YouTube stuff. Also, stay tuned for more stuff like this in the future. Or check out my YouTube shorts where I play Pokemon. Thanks for watching.